Hello, hello, and welcome back to episode 3 of Rebuilding Riverbend. The sun is up, and so am I. It's barely 6 a.m., but I guess this is the life, especially when you're sleeping in your tractor. I didn't check to see if there was a hotel, motel, or Holiday Inn that I could stay in overnight, but this might be something I need to check out because although I do love this tractor, it is not a very comfortable place to spend the night. So, before I get on with the day, yesterday, what did we wrap up? We wrapped up some bales. 15 bales to be exact. Well, I don't want to call it 15 bales. I made a little mistake. So we have 14 full bales. These are at 150 centimeters each. 5,500 liters of grass currently fermenting to become silage. And then accidentally I hit a button that made my bales unload before they were fully full and compressed. So we have two small bales here totaling 4,500 liters of grass currently fermenting. We also, before I forget, we also have 4 bales of hay scattered across, or not really across, but around the perimeter. And I just didn't have a way to move them. I was lucky enough to put the silage bales over here. Essentially, I just wrapped them, and then before I dropped them, I just drove over here and then unloaded them on this plateau. So I was pretty happy with that, and hopefully we can see a good gain once we actually get a proper grass field down in that lower section, as I talked about yesterday. So I did a little bit of looking around before turning the camera on, and today might be a long, long day. And this is what I mean. So if I go over to the contract menu, I can see that there's some good contracts. We have a few cultivating contracts that I can take advantage of, and we also have some plowing. Oh, one plowing contract. Just one. Maybe I was confusing that with something else. Either way, some good money to be made here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that, once again, quick math, roughly $20,000, $22,000 of cultivating to be had, and then another almost 3,000. So I might be able to make some good money, and I'm also going to need these items down the road. Hopefully all of the contracts that I take up in this early little bit are with equipment that I'll actually need myself at some point. For example, the grass or the grass equipment, the mowers, the balers, the bale wrappers, those are things that I'm going to need, and I might as well get them at a logical point. Something else I was thinking about grabbing that I don't need now, but might need pretty soon down the road, is a stone pick or a stone picking device, and then some type of spraying for both fertilizing and herbicide spraying. So contracts aren't looking too rewarding right now, so I'm going to hold off on them until I need them, and then maybe then I'll take advantage of them. But right now, we have some contracts. In addition to that, I'm also looking around to see what is available. There's a very affordable cultivator. My tractor can pull it quite easily. The only thing I'm worried about is the size. Is the size of this cultivator and the size of the contract fields, is that going to be too much? The only issue is that I'm not in a position right now to fight it, to argue it. So I'm going to buy that. I'm also going to buy this 6-meter plow. I do not want that. I want that in the John Deere yellow. Okay, so both of those items gone. Anything else? Before I go, let me check out. Okay. I can't afford this yet, but that is a crazy discount. Almost 70%, 69% off, $37,000 currently. How much would that be full price? The Pronto 6 DC. Let's see if I could find that. Cedars Pronto 6 DC. Yeah, like that's $122,000. If I can grab that for $90,000 off, I'm happy with it. I'm 100% happy with it. So I'm gonna have to try to make 5-ish thousand dollars in the next little bit to be able to grab this sale before it expires. Also, if I can grab a mulcher, I'm always down for some proper field maintenance after a harvest. But right now, I'm going to hold off on this and then try to grab the Pronto 60C once I'm done. And not once I'm done, but once I have enough money. Okay, so $17,500 gone. Still have $33,000 in the bank, so I should be pretty comfortable for the next little bit. I also need to grab something to move these last bales. That shouldn't be too expensive. Actually, before I get rolling, let me do some proper budgeting. Bales. Bale transport. Where are bales? There we go. Bale transport. Okay, yeah, so I can grab one, maybe two of them. One for the back, one from the front of my tractor. And I think I'll be pretty happy with that. Let's call it 6,000 total. So with the contracts I do today, I should be able to truthfully cover all of my expenses of things I plan on buying in the near little future. Okay, as always, let's head over to the shop, pick up our new equipment, and kind of get straight to work. I'm going to start with the largest cultivating contract. Just get that up, done, and out of the way. And at least that will give me a good idea as to how quickly that cultivator is able to move through the ground and cover the largest field, starting high and then going low. After I get the cultivating done, I'll run over and get a plowing contract done before heading back to my own field and getting that field plowed in. And then I might even be able to seed it right away with that brand new, or new to me, but slightly used seeder. So looking forward to it. Let's get down to business. It's 6:20. It's going to be a long day. Yeah, it's going to be a long day. Okay, now I've spent the majority of the day cultivating 8 fields. Now, although it took me a long time, I made about $22,000 off of it, so that will be able to cover the cost of both the plow and the cultivator that I just bought, meaning that any future uses of it is going to be essentially, I don't want to call it free, but covered. Everything else after this is just pure profit from both the plow and the cultivator. That's kind of how I like to see some of these things, is how long does it take me to pay something off, whether it be a harvester, a baler, or even a plow, and when can I start making money off of it. The same thing works with factories and chicken pens and whatnot. So it's just a matter of how much longer do I need to go until I'm able to afford some of this larger and more profitable equipment and things, to be honest. So that's it. It's almost 9 o'clock, and I figured after the 8 fields, and mind you, if I had a bigger cultivator, Obviously, a cultivator twice the size would have taken me half the time, but if I had a bigger cultivator, this would have gone a lot faster. So I'm at the point now where I'm just going to call it a night and stroll into September, day 2, and see where we can get up to. I still have 2 plowing contracts and a mowing contract that I picked up, and I was thinking about doing them today. Like, we still have enough time in the day, but realistically, those won't expire until end of day tomorrow. So I was like, you know what? Let's just wait it out, get to them tomorrow, back in the sunlight, back in the daytime. Okay, so that's dropped off, and my tractor, no, not my tractor, my truck. My truck is still down over by the shop, so I'm going to drive over there and then do a quick drive around town to see if I can find anywhere to stay for the night. Sleeping in the tractor was not the best idea, but hopefully there's a inn or something in town that I could take advantage of and crash there for the night before starting back up again tomorrow. Oh! Sorry there, buddy. Let's call that crash number 1. But yeah, like I was saying, we will head over to the truck, do a little bit of driving around, see if I can find a hotel, motel, or Holiday Inn I can stay in, and wake up tomorrow and get back to it. Man, these cars, like, do you not have a stop sign? You definitely have a stop sign. Okay, hopefully I can make it there in one piece without dying or getting into a big enough crash to lose all my money, but I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, another early morning. And time to get straight to it again. So, plowing, and then we did pick up a mowing contract as well. I'm going to try to take care of both of those. Maybe mow first, plow second. No. Let's take care of those 2 plowing contracts. And then go ahead and plow my own field. Plow that in. We don't have seeds yet. Ideally, I want to get that grass. I want to get some grass down into our field. And if I'm reading the charts correctly, we should be able to plant September, it grows September, October, November, and maybe harvest in November or December. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to just wait and see, truthfully. So yeah, so over to the shop. I gotta figure out a way, or more so how, to leave my vehicles laying around, because they're typically all over the place. Man, this tractor really looks tall and skinny when you drive up behind it like that. Okay, now both of these fields should be pretty close to each other, if not right beside each other. Fields 2 and fields 5. So yeah, let's just get straight to it. Hopefully a shorter work day for me today. Yesterday was a long one, and I don't know if I'm ready, if I'm built for it. Oh, one thing I forgot to say. So, quick recap of what happened in August. So, in August, I was able to do, I think, 9 contracts, totaling $90,000. Sorry, 9. I wish it was $90,000, totaling about $30,000. I took some notes and scratched some of my contracts down on paper, and I'll pull that up for you guys to see just kind of how things are progressing. Once again, yesterday, earlier in September, we did do a total of 8 cultivating contracts, and that brought in $22-ish thousand. So pretty good days, I would say. And hopefully we're not continuously spending money. I guess we will be, but hopefully we can start to see some good long-term profits relatively soon. And we are off to work, plowing up 2 fields before our own. Yeah, just another day in the life of a farmer that's trying to make it, I suppose you would say. Cool, let's get to it. Okay, and 2 plowing contracts are now done. So one thing about this entire process is that I'm definitely learning more about this whole farming thing as okay, we're good. As I move on and become more and more proficient with the implements and whatnot. But I want to take a quick stop here and do 2 things. First, accept all the contracts that I've been holding off on. So all of these contracts from yesterday and today can now be collected. I should have done this a while ago. Boom, there we go. Bank was looking a little low, and now it's looking much better. Now the next thing I wanted to do is check out this factory. So this is the cement, yeah, Morrison Cement. This is the cement factory. It's wild to think that this cost $370,000, but I would only imagine, I would only imagine that the profit is pretty good off of it. So one day, hopefully one day soon, this will be mine. I believe that is a dredger down there somewhere. Oh, that's actually bouncing. That's pretty cool. Huh. And that's bringing stones from the riverbed or from anywhere up in here. And then maybe I'll be able to also own this and take this and put it straight into my cement factory. So one day soon, that will be mine, and that is pretty good, but pretty terrifying because I need to make a lot more money. Okay, so 2 plowed fields done. Still very early in the morning, which is good. That allows me enough time to get back to my farm and start plowing. Once I get there, I'll show you my some of the things I've learned over the last 2 days of cultivating and plowing. I think I've been doing it wrong, and it's time to learn from my mistakes. Hopefully you can too, and just do a better job overall. So I'll meet you back at the farm. Okay, so I got to my farm, my plot of land, and I realized that I still had bales on my grass. So I'm deciding to take a short trip over to the shop, pick up, I don't know what they're called truthfully, but just something I could attach to the front of my tractor to grab the bales and just move them over to the landing as well with everything else, with all the equipment. I probably could have taken the plow with me instead of detaching it and leaving it there at my property, but I figured I might as well take it off, save some weight on the back end. Should I grab a weight for the bales. I forget how much they weigh. I know they're quite heavy. And I still have to bring back... You know what? No. I'm gonna buy my bales. Sorry, not my bales. My bale transporting things. And then bring back my... no, but I need seed in that too. I'll leave that here. Oh, there's so much going on. Okay. Focus. One thing at a time. Still plenty of time in the day. Okay, so... Bales. Grassland? Nope. Bale transport. This. Bale loader. Okay, it's just a bale loader. Yeah, it's just a bale loader. A manual bale loader. I'm just gonna grab one. We only have 4 of them. Do I want to buy 2 of them? Yeah, let's go ahead and buy 2. I know we only have 4 bales to move right now, but we may really regret not buying 2 of them. They're not too expensive, only $5,600 for the pair of them. And yeah, that's it, that's all. Let's start the engine, of course. That's it, that's all. Let's get these hooked up. Okay, now I'm hoping that these are pretty easy to use. So I messed around with them a little bit at the shop, and there's 2 simple movements. There's an unfold and a lower. So as long as I could see, oh, okay. Let's try it on the other one. What is going on here? Okay, just not approaching it right. Let's try it backwards first. I can see these ones a little better. Let's unfold, let's lower, let's oof. Are these too big? Huh. The question I have is, can these extend? They look like they should be able to. I'm going to have to do a little searching around, see if I can get those to extend at all. Okay, so I tinkered around with some settings. Was able to extend the width of those. Now I should be able to just slide in, pick up. Okay. Perfect. Let's go grab ourselves 3 more and just put them down. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Now, if I could... Let's see if I... should I even change those? No, I was gonna tighten it up so that they're not wiggling around. Let's just leave it as is. Cool. Where do I want to leave these? Let's just put them beside all the other bales. Okay, now hopefully I can line these up pretty good. No, 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 no. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. If anything, I'll buy a bale fork. I'll buy a bale fork at some point to grab that. Let's stop messing around with this. Let's get these bale loaders off my tractor, hook up to my plow, and let's start plowing this field. Hopefully able to get some grass down today. Now, I do want to leave a bit of room, but I guess those trees are going to go anyways. If anything, I could always extend it or remove some of it, but let's just get plowing. Now, typically, I wouldn't start with the headland. One thing I noticed when I was cultivating was that, and plowing truthfully, was that starting with the headland isn't what I want to do. And the same probably holds true with a few other farming duties. So like, for example, if you're either plowing, cultivating, or maybe even mowing grass, there are certain things you want to do headlands first, and then there's other things that you want to potentially do the rows first. Now with plowing, there are two big benefits in doing the rows first. One of them is going to be just the capability of not running over previously plowed land. Now it might sound obvious, and it probably is pretty obvious, but it gets real bumpy driving over those ridges back and forth every time you need to turn around at the end of a row. How close am I to that? The other thing is that you're probably doing a little bit of soil compaction that you don't want to do. Now, maybe not the most big deal. Yeah, this is a good sized field. I can see it already. How close? I guess this will all be grass, so I can always drive over it. I just don't want to get too close to everything. And then we'll bank this in right there for a nice, tidy seam. Yeah, I like it. But you can see as I drive over this is going to be bumpy. Yeah. What I like to do, and what I'll probably start doing from here on out, outside of the first exterior ring row, is start on the land. Start in the middle. Now, I don't have to go that close because I'll do at least 2, but maybe even 3 headlands. But if I start here on the rows, just like this, it will allow me to turn around smoothly. Imagine if that outer ring wasn't there. It allows me to turn around on something that's not already plowed, also not compacting it a bit more. And then I'll do 2 or 3 final rings around the edges once we're all done. The other thing that's a little tricky to do is to just imagine how far 1 or 2 rows might end up being. So right now I'm lining up here. I'm hoping that this is going to be a decent width. Yeah, so like that's pretty good. If I can maintain that width, then I'll probably just go down the other way. But if I can maintain 2 or 3 widths apart with a little bit of overlap is fine. That is ideal. Now, if you go just over 2 or just over 1, you end up with a small sliver. So if I can pop that up, turn around over this bumpy area, I'll show you what I mean in this short example. So maybe 2 widths would have been better, but this way I can drop down. Let's raise up. I don't think my headlands are going to reach that far, but let's drop down. I can drive forward. I know I'm getting both the left and the right side here. I'm driving on nice smooth grass. My tires have some good compacted or solid earth instead of the rigid earth below me. And we are doing good. So yeah, I'm just going to press on. I'm going to get this entire field done. I might extend it a little further, depending on how some of the topography looks. Mind you, it's just grass, so I can get pretty close to the hillside edge over there. But yeah, that is essentially it. Let's get this field done. Our first field. Wow. My first field. Look at that. Okay, so we are done. Well, not quite. We're almost done setting up our first field. You can see this here strip. Ooh, missed a little bit there. But this strip that I'm attacking right now was one that was a little too wide in my judgment. I always try my best to keep them within 1 or 2 widths, with some overlap once again. But the worst thing that can happen is when you're just over 1. Let's say if one was 100%, one row that you accidentally did could be up to like 125, 110%. The annoying part about that is that if you try to get both sides, you typically end up just splitting the middle, and then you have 2 very small slivers on each side, and that's even worse. So if you are going to try to do this, I would say, especially without GPS, which I'm not using right now. I ran into some issues with it yesterday. Yeah, I ran into some issues with it yesterday, and I decided just to go freehand today. There was this one field during one of my cultivations that just wasn't working. I don't know if it's the tractor or the field or whatnot, but a little bit of freehand never hurt anybody. So yeah, you can see as I come through here, instead of trying to get this all in one pass, I'm not going to split the middle. I'm just going to do this side, do the next side, and typically, technically, I should be starting on the inner side and then making my headlands on the way out, I believe. Yeah, that means that when I'm done, I can just kind of drive straight off the field. But this is pretty good. It's a really good size, truthfully. I really am surprised. I know when I showed up on day 1, I was pretty impressed with the size of the property, with the size of the land. And seeing it all plowed now and having the brown contrast against the green is really emphasizing to me once again how much land I do have here indeed. So we're going to wrap this up. I have just a few pieces of headland to grab. I'll leave the plow down. And we're just going to go around, grab them, and then hopefully next time I can learn from my mistakes. We do have 2 contracts, sorry, 1 contract and 1 personal job. Before we get to that, I did extend the field a little bit up the hillside. Just a little bit. I kept my corners nice and rounded, especially with a grass field, or I guess with any field, truthfully. It should make the mowing, the seeding, if it was a crop, it would make the harvesting a little bit easier instead of having to do 90-degree turns. So yeah, this is field 1. I guess I should say our first field. This is field 54 now officially. And we are almost done. I think I have 1 last piece all the way down there. I'll keep the plow down just so that I'm not doing any compaction. And we'll call it a day there. Well, not a day. We're gonna put this down. Call it a day for the plow. I'll put this plow down with all the other equipment that is starting to pile up over there. And get to mowing. Drop this off, grab the mowers, and then go and mow field 84 for I think about $4,000. That should bring us up and over $20,000 once again. I gotta get out of this 20,000 range. The issue with that is that once I cross 20,000, I'm probably gonna end up buying something. Let's lift that, tilt that. And now I can drive along the edge back to my area. Now, I'm just driving up here for now, but once this is grass, I can just drive across it. Okay. Let's find a good place to drop this down. That'll be fine. Oh, where am I going? I need my mowers. Back mower, front mower, Okay, now field 84 should be just north of the shop. So no need for directions getting there. I'll see you guys when I'm done that. Okay, so I don't even remember what we just finished doing. Not plowing. I know I did one, either way, we've been busy. I did finish one cultivating contract off camera, field 29, pretty small field, $700 for that cultivating contract. And now we are ready to sow. A sowing contract popped up on field 82, which should be just on the other side of the shop area. Somewhere over there, I believe. And then also another contract for cultivation, field 40. I think that one's worth a bit more. But first thing I need to do is I need to grab some seeds. Good thing about this seeding contract, this sowing contract, is that it covers about, I would say about 75%, maybe 66% of the cost of seeds. So, mind you, we got our seeder on sale. We are using a bit of the contracting funds to purchase that. And then I am hoping that there's enough seeds left over after sowing down some wheat to also sow down some grass in our field. And our field is quite large, so hopefully I don't have to make a trip back here. That would be best. Okay, let's get these seeds in our tank. Plenty of room. This is, I think, a 4,000 liter tank. Yeah, 4,000 liter tank. Only 1,000 liters of seeds in it. What is the horsepower required? We'll find out. We'll find out if we struggle. Let's go out this way. I can see my flashing indicator. I guess I should have gone the other way. Don't think I can access the field. Maybe I can. Might be a little bumpy, but I think... And there's a wall there. Okay. Can I slide? Let's see if I can slide through this way. Yep, definitely very bumpy. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. Cool. Field 80. Oh, right there. Field 82. Let's get this unfolded. Now let's remember not to do our headlands first. Wheat is going down. Let's get on this path here, and I'm just gonna start seeding my very first wheat. My very first seeds of anything, truthfully. But right now, it's wheat. So I'm gonna get this done, and then swing on over to my field where I'll catch up and talk to you all a bit more. Yeah, this should be good. Yeah, there should be plenty left for me. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, almost all done, and just have a few more spots to take care of. I made my headlands a bit too wide initially, or not wide, but I did 3 headland passes, and I didn't match that up when I was going around on the side. So my sides were about 1, maybe 1.5. So I'm just gonna wrap up these last 2 ends here, then drop it off. So we're kind of in a bit of a holding pattern right now. And what I mean by that is I need money, obviously. And the best way, the current only way, ooh, a little piece right here I missed. The best way and the only way right now for me to do that is by accomplishing some of these contracts. Everything else is just too expensive. Let's pop that up, fold it up for a quick second just to make it around these items. Let's go the long way actually. So yeah, we're in a bit of a holding pattern. Did I miss a piece there? I want this field to be perfect. Now, what I'm trying to say when I say holding pattern for the 3rd time already is that in order for us to get more equipment, I either need to complete contracts or wait for things to go on sale to be able to afford them. Speaking of sales, let me just pop this up. Let's check out my sales real quick. Sales, no good sales for me. And sometimes if I want to get new contracts done, so there's a few fertilizing and a few spraying contracts ready to go, but unfortunately I can't afford a sprayer. I think the sprayer that would fit, the cheapest one, is 30,000. So that's no bueno, that's no good. I need something still even cheaper than that. I contemplated selling my bales even to be able to afford that, because I do want this grass to be as perfect as possible. If we jump out real quick and check out our field, I can't afford a roller. Can I afford a roller? I don't think I can afford a roller. Roller, where art thou? Maybe they should be over here somewhere. Where are the rollers at? Rollers. Oh, I can afford a roller. It's going to be a cheap one. 100 horsepower, 5 meters. 100 power. Ooh, okay. So I can afford this roller. I'll probably end up grabbing that. But that's another 12,000. And I need, what do I need? Sprayers. You know what? Maybe I just don't have it to spray right now. Ideally, I would use the sprayer. Now if I'm not using that sprayer, I can use a fertilizer spreader. Yeah, these are significantly cheaper, especially if I go with this one here. Now the reason I want to use a sprayer over a solid fertilizer spreader is that I could also use it to spray herbicide, and there's even a liquid lime that I'm able to take advantage of. Where is it? Liquid lime, yeah. So I'm thinking, what am I thinking? $2,200. If I jump over here, take a look at my time-saving stock check, I can see that at best I'm getting 9,000. Call it 10,000 actually. $10,000 from that. Currently though, I'm at 9,000. 9,000 gets me up to 30,000 after I move everything over to the sale point. And that'll be 4 bales at a time. I will then be able to afford the sprayer and maybe, yeah, you know what? We might be good. That sprayer will allow me to then make a few more dollars, buy some lime, buy a roller. I should be good. I really, really should be good. So let's keep pressing on. It's 3:45 now, and we might be able to get this field all, or at least as ready as we can for it. So let's just hold here. I don't like seeing tire tracks if I don't need them. And right now, one thing I also learned about planting seeds, I don't know if this applies to all seeds or just grass, but you can't double apply seeds, which is great. Because if I was just trying to get one piece here, I don't want all of this that I'm dragging through the field to be considered as replanting. So as I pop up here, lift that, turn that off, let's fold. I know there's a small portion of the field down there that needs to be finished. And then we're gonna go and sell. We're gonna go sell our bales. Yeah, sell our bales, get some money, buy a sprayer, buy some fertilizer, bring it on back, and then just keep rinse, washing, and repeating. We should be good. The only thing I'm worried about at this point is whether or not I'll be able to get this all done today. And it might even be too early to fertilize this land. I don't know when fertilizing is supposed to happen. Okay, so we are folding. Yeah, we are good. Okay. So let's say we don't fertilize now because it's already at 50%. Let's take a look. What does our map look like? So we have a perfectly seeded in property. Growth, cool. Stones, not worried about that. Weeds are not growing. Okay, so we do have one stage of fertilization, so that's good. So I do not need to fertilize my property today. But I do want to get the sprayer so that I could spray lime and then also take care of a few of the contracts. I also have I have two cultivation contracts. And those ones are decently priced. Yeah, total 5,000 just over. Yeah, no time to waste. I need to get to work. So once again, let's drop this off. Let's pick up something else. Let's do some bale sales right now. This might be a long night. This might be a very long night. Let's get these sold. I actually haven't sold anything on this in this town before. How would I do this? Let's say I lower them. Interesting. Oh, these are grass. These are still grass. Okay, well, truthfully, I don't want to sell my grass. Let's get these out of here sooner than later. Okay, so it was on the other side, and I left my now grass, hopefully soon to be silage bales. Let's see if this is the dump spot. Where is the dump spot? Okay, so they're saying that the dump spot is indeed on this side. I don't want to put these down because they suck, or I'm not the best at picking them back up. Like, that should be selling. Why are those not selling? Maybe they only take loose grass here? Okay, that icon has a bale on it, so... Perfect. Sweet. Okay. Time to go bring all... I'm going to bring the grass bales over here, and I'm going to store them for now. I just want to kind of get them off the property, and then once it's actually time to sell them, once they fermented, I'll just grab them all or push them all into the sale trigger, and we'll be good. Okay, let's get back over. I've wasted a good bit of time with this already. Time to expedite this process. Actually, one second. Since I can't sell them right now, and I don't know what they or how long they'll take, so that is another 5-ish thousand. 5,000. I have. Okay. So I should, especially with the small subsidy I'm receiving, I should be able to finish my contracts for cultivating. Get to 30,000. Also, hopefully have a little bit left in the tank for... Ooh, and my gas tank's running empty or running low. Man, this is difficult. Okay, either way. Do my cultivating contracts, get to 30,000, buy the sprayer. Hopefully some of my bales or the subsidy I'm receiving from the town has also given me enough to buy some lime. Lime is a 700 each, liquid lime. 700 each for I think either 1,000, maybe hopefully 2,000 liters of lime. Spray my lime. I also need to buy a roller. Okay, I'm gonna do it that way. I'm gonna do my property first, hopefully make sure that I get it done before end of day. And this might be a full 24-hour day for me, or not 24-hour, but I might run through midnight. And then just pick up as many fertilizing contracts that I can and get those done. If I can get them all done, I'll then go on to herbicide spraying. But even that's gonna take some driving around, so no more time wasting, especially not with picking up bales. I'll save that for another time, especially since they're not ready to be sold yet anyways. And who knows, maybe by time the bales are ready to be sold, silage should be worth a lot more than grass. So hopefully if I don't get all the contracts I'm wanting to get done in this time frame, hopefully the increased price of silage on top of grass should be enough to get me a few extra dollars. Okay, it's getting busy, but as always, let's just keep pressing and let's get it done. Okay, well. So we're all done with our cultivating contracts. 2 of them in the bank, or in the books. And I just need to go ahead and accept both of them. So that puts us up above $30,000 as we refill, bring this closer back down to it. So what needs to happen now? So it is pretty late. It's almost 9 and it is dark. Thing about September is that it gets dark pretty early. And truthfully, it's been a long month. It's been a long 2 farming days here. And I think I'm just going to call it here, truthfully. What I'm going to do off camera before or up until you see me next. Until you see me next. Either way, what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to roll and lime my... I can't even afford both of those yet. If I go to a... How much is a roller? 3,000. And sprayer... Ooh, we're getting so close. I can't even afford it. Well, I can afford it, but I can't afford the lime that goes in it. It's $900 for 2,000 liters of lime. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure it out and I'll let you know what happened next. Realistically, what I'll end up doing is just rolling the grass down and maybe selling some bales of grass. Unfortunately, maybe some have already become, if I check time-saving stock. Ooh, we do have some silage. Okay, sweet. Maybe all of it's silage. Money. Okay, so I'm gonna... Nice! This changes everything. Well, in that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move all my bales. I have 4 over by the farmer's market in the sunflower field. And then I have another 12, 11, another 11 on my own field. So I'm gonna move those all over, get them to the only area that takes bales, the animal dealer. And that should give me another 17,000. From there, I'll buy both the roller and the sprayer, maybe even the front attachment for the sprayer. I won't do any fertilizing or spraying of herbicide today. It's just, it's too late in the day. And I don't think I'll be able to get any of it done. If anything, I'll save it for a future month's work. So that's it. That's it for today. This might be a long one. I don't know how much I'll be able to chop and cut out, but either way, where am I going? I'm going, okay, perfect. Either way, thanks for watching. If you are enjoying this, the bit of a journey, a bit of a grind right now for sure, please consider subscribing, like the video, leave a comment down below. As always, I'm Miles with Mr. Big Z. I'm Miles with MBZ. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.